Hey guys, this is the TimePro team going through the sprint number 363. I went through it with Mike just before, and this is a summary. And I'm going to show you the email that we prepared all together. So here it is. So we had one goal, which was to record a video about the on-bidding feature, which is currently
Can you bump
working.
it up a touch?
Bump it up as in zoom in again?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. I was at 120, but I think I'm on a big screen, so 150 now, better?
Yep, perfect.
Awesome. So unfortunately, Adam, this video hasn't been done yet, and the reason is we had low capacity, like extremely low capacity, and we had to fix important bugs that happened during the sprints, one for Mike and one for Stefan. But the good news is we did some progress on the on-bidding tasks, so we're close to doing this video now. So there's only one PBI left before we can tackle it.
Okay, awesome. I know. I think Stefan's one was it wasn't refreshing, which seemed to be an easy one that you could just refresh. Is that correct?
It was more than a refresh. No, it was an issue in the code. What he did is we go through it, but he converted an invoice from prepaid to time, and the total amount went to 0. And this is because there was a bug in the code somewhere. Yeah.
Okay. And what was Mike's one?
Mike's was for a client. So he said that a client was requesting the iterations feature for the PDFs. And the thing is, in Sylvia's video, the features seemed to be working. So the PDF showed the iterations, but actually it didn't work. So we had to actually get it done. And this is Vlad who worked on it. So he fixed that for us.
Okay. So was that, I saw Michael's, sorry, I saw Stefan's one because there was a video recorded with Stefan and you. I didn't see this other one. Was there a PBI, or was I CC'd on it?
There was a Yakshev of Mike and myself. Yeah, the whole team was. I'm guessing you were. We can see it when we go in the backlog.
All right. Okay, I must have missed it. So I thought when I saw Sylvia's video, that feature existed.
Same. And we are all confused because I just asked her why it wasn't live, and she hasn't replied yet. But yeah, we don't know why.
But this was all the code some was there. Days ago, right?
All the code was. It was quite interesting because it was a done video, but the done video had everything done except the very important piece, which is the SSRS report that prints the statement out so that the client can actually see the iteration or the whatever.
Okay. Has anyone called? I understand. I remember seeing this video, and we all saw it. But did anyone call Sylvia to try to understand what happened here by talking to her? Oh, you spoke to her, Michael.
Yeah. Because I said, "Hey, Sylvia, where is this thing?" And she said, "Oh, no, it's not there. We need to get this report done." I said, "Oh, how did you get it?" And yeah, she said, "We just made it work for the video, but the report needs to be built." And I said, "Oh, okay." Well, I would have thought that you would have. Anyway, it was
right.
So the feature wasn't ready, but we still did the video anyway. So we do this sometime, but normally we get it shipped right after. So I don't know what happened there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Lesson learned. That's not good form.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what the video is showing, which did not exist. The epics in the PDF.
Right. And it's so what, Vlad did this work to fix it?
Correct. Yeah. So now the PDF shows these epics.
Okay. And
just
Vlad,
to give you background.
Sorry, just want to double check. Did Vlad communicate with Sylvia to make sure that this wasn't cool? Okay.
No, okay. I just kind of jump on it to do it urgently, like in a matter of like a couple of hours.
Because this was for
Yeah, I just need to be clear. I don't think Vlad should do that without talking to Sylvia, because Sylvia might explain to Vlad, "Oh, you know what I did, Vlad? I just added this report here. I have it. I can give it to you. It has to be added into every project because it's SSRS or whatever reason. I wouldn't expect you to run ahead and do it without speaking to the dev."
I should have told him, Adam, because he has no context. So this was my bad.
Well, he can see her video, but yes, you should have told him as well. But,
yeah.
Adam,
also,
it's probably worth
Vlad,
knowing the context.
Just one sec. I would also make sure you speak to a senior on TimePro, such as JK or someone, just before you run ahead and do it. Just, I understand Mike wanted it done for a client, but I would just double check with any senior that this is the right thing to be doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I can see it's
let's
confusing because Michael's saying do it, but you do need to just double check. Yeah, and hopefully JK would say, "Oh, this is bloody strange. I thought it was done. I'm going to add Sylvia myself, and we're going to talk through." Or just call Sylvia directly yourself. If you told me, I spoke to Sylvia, she said, I put a Photoshop image in there. I'm really sorry. I'm an idiot. Why did I do that? I was under pressure. Then it's just work to do. But if she might give you a completely different answer, and that helps you.
So
that makes sense.
The context is worthwhile. ASF audits, they are doing their R&D, and iterations are they're going to use it that all the.
Mike, we now have to make an edit on this video.
Oh, again. Sorry,
it happens every time. So anyway, jot it down.
Yeah.
Yes.
My apologies.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
Let's just keep going. Yes, it's R&D report. All right, let's keep going.
Cool. So moving on then to the sprint. So we planned for a capacity of 20. So because we had low capacity, we wanted 5 man days before the next sprint review. And we actually only reached 12. It was Jim and I working. Vlad jumped in, but he didn't, I think, work officially on TimePro. It was just to help. But yeah, 3 days only.
I did the timesheets, I think, for like.
Oh, you did? Because I didn't see it. Oh, okay, I didn't see it.
I'm pretty sure I did timesheet.
I did the report this morning, so maybe it didn't update. I'm not sure. So, okay, so it's like 16 capacity, which is close to what we wanted to do anyway. Next one is the backlog. So the good news is we have a lot of downs. So the top ones here are some, the one we just discussed. So this one is the iteration one, which we talked about. I can just show you in TimePro how this looks now. And also this small UI fix that was done by Jim, I think. I'll just demo these two right now in TimePro if you'd like. So let's jump
I would love to see how Vlad fixed this problem.
Great. So
what I'm trying to understand is, did he fix it just for the SSW tenant, or does everybody that creates a new tenant get this report?
This is for every tenant. So it's a global TimePro feature now. I'm going to demo this on staging just because I don't want to share client data. So I've done this on my end. So I've added here 2 timesheets. Sorry, what, Mike?
The feature is in all the tenants. The report, which is the statement, is only in the SSW tenant.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, thank you.
Ooh. Now, how did you not know that, Jeffrey? Who tested Vlad's feature?
I'm not
Mike
sure who
and me.
looked.
Mike tested it, but yeah. Look, it was me. I would definitely want to test something like this. It got you're cleaning up Sylvia's work. I guess
just to interrupt Mike.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if the tenant, if the report is the default one, the SSW one, that should be available to all of the tenants. The SSW invoice template is kind of the default from memory. So it would be available to all. At the moment, the way we are dealing with friends and stuff like that is you can select from the drop-down which ones you want. So for instance, if you want the specific friends or China templates. But that's talking from memory. So
I can actually test this out now.
It might be available to all of them.
What I can do is go to the SW1 and open one of the tenants we have. So let's try this together. So I'm on SSW now. I'm going to look into the tenants we have. I will use the Contoso one that I created at some point here. I'll just try to do this here now. So I'm in Contoso. Hopefully I got some iterations here. I'm not sure if they're set up. And I will see if I can create. It's a bit slow. Come on, here we go. Add a timesheet. And normally, if I look for Northwind, I should have some iteration options. If everything is synced, yeah, it's not synced, unfortunately. I can do it in the actual SW tenant and create an invoice for Northwind. It might trigger the account managers, but I'll delete it straight away. So I'll just stay in SSW now and create a timesheet for today. Oh, but this won't show anything. I'm sorry, because we want to test tenants. Let me see if... I mean, SSW EU is an actual tenant of SSW. So if it works on EU, it'll work for all the other ones. So let's try on EU. Just make a test in here. Let's go. So if I go in a new day, I create a new timesheet, and I do this for Northwind, which normally has iterations set up. So here we go. Yes, it does. So I have one iteration here. Oh, it's just sprint one, whatever. And I'm going to save that. So all we care about is checking if the invoice will show sprint one in the invoice, as an iteration. So I will create a new invoice now for the 17th of July. Yes, let's go. Northwind, and I want this to, I think I can just save it here. Yeah, I just save it at this point, and then I get the timesheet data. So that's the one, 17th of August. That's one I just created. I will just allocate this one right now. I will save, and then I will create the PDF. And we will have the answer in, here we go, here we go. And let's see what shows up on the PDF now. So if I see iteration 1 on this PDF, it means it works for the tenants as well. And if it doesn't, then we have to fix it. And it does not show it. So yeah, you're right. It's only for the main SSW tenant, not for the other ones. So that's something we need to fix.
So what lesson did we learn about testing here?
Well,
can I just
we should do this before the sprints.
I did discuss it with Michael, and for the time being, we just put it only in SSW. So when you upload SSRS reports, you can select which tenant it goes to, and we only did it knowingly, only to SSW, not to France,
and
not to China.
This is because Michael is testing something that he cares about solving a problem for a specific instance. He's not trying to get it solved for everybody right this second. Exactly. He just wants to get this knife out of his leg, right? But it's Jeffrey's job or somebody else on the team's job to test it, because obviously you've just had this experience where Sylvia's video meant that you guys thought it was well tested, but you had to create a new tenant and test it properly. And the same issue has happened on Vlad's fix and wouldn't have been picked up unless I told you.
Just to be fair, Adam, if I had tested it, I wouldn't have seen it because I normally test on the main tenants. I don't test on all the tenants when I check things.
Okay,
so I wouldn't have noticed
that. This particular issue is to do with multi-tenants. So you should change your testing. Or do a playwright test that automatically creates a tenant and automatically does all this stuff.
Yeah, right.
One thing about the invoice templates. At the moment, each unique tenant, like China and France, has completely separate templates because we're using, forgot the format name, we're using the Microsoft one. And basically it's like a SQL format. So it's very hard to actually template it. There is a epic for changing over to HTML templating or something else so that we can actually do a bit more advanced templates that we can then maintain across multiple tenants. Until we don't do that, each tenant will have their own unique template just because they have unique requirements.
But yeah, long story short, I'll make sure that this is available on all tenants regardless, because it's an important feature. So I'll make sure that we work on this on the next sprint.
I don't think you can say this one is done.
Yeah, no, I'll make it as in progress in the backlog.
Okay.
I'll update the email later.
You could have made two issues. One is get Mike's one working for the SSW tenant. A second PBI, get them all working.
Yeah.
But Vlad, in hindsight, could have you identified this?
Oh, I knew about it. I just didn't see it as a problem. Yeah.
Okay, well, to a smaller degree, you've done similar to what Sylvia's done. Yeah, she let us think it was working everywhere. She knew. In this case, we thought it was working everywhere, including Jeffrey. But you knew it wasn't. So yeah, you
I
just
knew
got
it
to
was
be clear
working
on
on
that.
SSW tenant that was intended.
Yeah,
Only to put it on SSW.
Yeah, and Mike, you led him up the garden path accidentally. Yeah, I get it. So,
yeah,
like a plane accident, there's lots and lots of things that have to line up for the accident to happen.
Yep, that's true.
Also, we should consider if we want to tackle the epic first, so that we don't have to.
Yeah, that's a good point. So JK,
because one of the big.
Yeah, JK is essentially saying, hey, Jeffrey and who did it? Jeffrey and Vlad did the PBI in the beginning. You could have thought during that PBI, do we want to switch these reports from SQL reporting services to ShadCN? Should we do that first right now? Now, Mike would have said, absolutely not. I need to get this client off my back. But we might have said, hang on, let's wait an extra week and get it done properly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
but we
look,
would have
that might have worked. I would have been able to give something to the client for what he needed to get it, because I can do a timesheet report which actually has the iterations and the codes that ASF needs without the statement. Or I said, these statements will be a week away. I've already identified that going back a couple of months when we spent up the China tenant, that we're still using these SSRS reports for each different tenancy, and it needs. So if I did it, I spun up a new TimePro tenancy, and I thought, that's great. The only thing that I can't do is generate my own invoice template. If I was a brand new business, I'd have to come and get into the SSRS, which made it very clumsy. So I would love a more permanent solution. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Just to point out the obvious, we can't
to say that.
We can't put this video on YouTube because we've shown ASF spelling and we've named them in the recording.
Yeah.
All right. You need another edit point here because we can't mention clients in a video.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure it's unlisted until we fix that.
And while
that number four PBR
while
looks
we're on
so
this
good.
Topic, Jeffrey, you also
who worked
have
on it, Gordon? Yeah.
Jeffrey, you opened up the tenants that showed all tenants for TimePro.
Correct.
Review that in case it's a problem as well.
Yeah, sure. I'll check the video.
You
I'll make sure we don't show
have now 3 edit
sensitive
points,
data.
But
yeah, or we just don't publish this one otherwise.
Remove it
because it might be too much work. I mean,
well, no,
I don't know.
There's 3 edit points so far.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can do that. I'll cut them out.
I would edit it out because it shows that we don't have a lot of tenants. So
Yes,
even
I
if there's
agree.
Yeah, sure. I'll cut bits out.
JK.
I just cut them out. Yeah. Because I don't have much time to do that. I'll do what I can. Just jumping in because it's been 20 minutes and we have only done 10% of the email. So I just want to accelerate a bit. But this was important, I agree. So it's noted. We will work on this iteration issue in the next sprint. Now, regarding the other things, we had some small UI fixes. This bug from Stefan that we covered. So this is now fixed as well. When you switch from a prepaid to a time invoice, the total amount stays the same. So it doesn't go to 0. Now, number 4 was an amazing PBI done by an amazing solution architect that is part of this call. Do you want to talk about it, Gordon?
Yes. So we were using the API keys for some of our automated timesheet collection stuff. And we noticed that when we went to the API key page, the API key was shown in plain text. So this just added some masking on the client side. The proper solution would be, and maybe it's something to create an investigation for, would be to mask it out of the API and like specifically retrieve it when you need it. But I didn't want to change the API in case that was going to break something else. So I just masked it in the UI, which was better for when you are sharing your screen and showing someone where to get the API key from.
Yeah, the long-term plan for this was to decommission this once we solve the problem with a single single tokens from the SSW identity. We need to have long-lived tokens from there. And at the time when we worked on that, we didn't quite know how to do it, and we pushed it down to the backlog.
That's okay. I think it's never been an issue, but it's just something that might be an issue in the future. So it's good it's been spotted by Gordon. But yeah. Any comments so far? Are we good? Adam, Mike? All right, good. Keep going then. So the next bits, the three coming after, are on billing. So this is some work that Sylvia and Jim did, which will get us close to the video that we want to do. So this one is just a small one about a notification when on billing fails, basically. So Sylvia did it. There is no screenshot yet. I've asked her to add one, but I can't show anything at this point. And the next one is cleaning up some end variables that we had. So this was just, some code cleaning, basically, nothing to demo here. And also Jim added a page about on-billing on our docs page. So this is also nice to have it. So I've put a screenshot here, and the page is accessible on this link. I think Mike reviewed this one, so it's been checked. And apart from this, the last one is tracking people who use suggested timesheets. So I've done this during the sprint. I found 3 people who were not using it. Funnily enough, 2 of them were Sylvia and Jim. So wow. I asked them why. Yeah. So I can show you the Excel tracker file that I have. They have good reason though, but and I asked Mehmet as well, but he didn't reply. So I'm still trying to follow up on him. But the ones, let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, the bottom ones were Sylvia. She had 5 only, and Jim had 2. Jim said that he doesn't use suggested timesheets because he's switching between multiple projects, multiple things. So it's just easier for him to add them manually than to use suggestions. And Sylvia told me that she just uses suggestions on Mondays, and then she uses save plus next day for the following days. So she has a different flow than what we expect people to do. But that works as well. So I guess it's a legitimate reason. That's what it is. I don't know what you think about this, Adam.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But at least you're having the conversation, I understand.
I didn't talk to them because of the time zone issue. I couldn't talk with them, but I asked them in Teams. So, but yeah.
Also the TimePro tool that I built, that one prefers suggested timesheets over creating new ones. But for instance, for current client that we're working, it needs to create multiple iterations for the same day. And it may elect not to use the suggested timesheets, instead create new ones because they are unique. Even though it's correct project, it needs to create different iterations and stuff like that, which suggested timesheets weren't designed to work that way. Suggested timesheets were designed to be used just once for not multiple times in a day.
Okay, I'm just moving this here.
So for our client, we may see reductions of suggested timesheets usage as well. But that doesn't mean that the automation isn't happening.
All right. Sorry, I wasn't listening, JK. I was just working on the backlog. But okay, I'll keep going in this case. Moving on to suggested timesheet usage. So it's at 57%, which is the same as last sprint. And the automatic timesheets is a bit down. It's at 40% at the moment, 6% less than last time. I'm not sure why, because we don't really track those. We usually track the suggested ones. So maybe I need to also have a look at that. And then moving on to the sprint burn down. So as you can see, we started off pretty badly because of low capacity, so no one could do any work. And then we had the bugs happening. So Stefan and Mike, who added more work. And in the end, thanks to Vlad and Jim and Sylvia who jumped in, we got some time to tackle some of those. So yeah, a bit unusual, but work was done. Next one is deployments. We did 2 over the last sprint. Then the code coverage and the tests are pretty similar as usual. So I would just skim through them. Oh, what happened there? I have no idea. I have to flip this over. Oh, okay. I'll do it later. That's funny. I never tried that. What the heck am I doing? I have no idea. Woo. Oh no, it's mirrored. It's actually mirrored. Anyway, I'll fix it later. To do. Here we go. My God, come on, select it. Here we go. Here is our pipeline health. It looks pretty good. Around 30 minutes as usual, so nothing changed over here. Our app overview health is also quite good. We have a few red arrows. I will double check, but usually these are coming from some Google APIs or some broken blogs from people, but I will double check if there's nothing critical there. State of epics, so we have some progress because we did some on-billing work. The second in the list, you can see on-billing was at 63%, and the current sprint, it went up to 72. So we got progress here. And again, this is bringing us closer to the video that we will record. Now, AI usage. So I did ask Jim. He uses Codex Pro 5X. He's paying for it. And also Cloud Code Pro. He didn't tell me his AI percent, like how much AI is, he gets done without manual work. I will ask him later, and I'll put it in the email. For myself, it's Cursor and Cloud Pro that I'm paying for, and I have 80% of, it's probably 90% now. Like I'm barely typing anything anymore. Next one is Gordon.
Which Cursor plan are you on?
I'm on the Pro plan. So the $20 a month. Yeah. The lowest.
So why are you using a different format than what you put there for Jim?
Oh, the format. Sorry, no. Yeah, I just pasted it, but I didn't. As in bold, the one you use the most, right?
Yeah, but he's got the Pro 5X. You haven't put what yours is.
Oh, I didn't put that. Oh, sorry. I'm not sure if it's. I have to double check.
And I'd move Yaksh over to the end.
Yep. Just put this like this. So I remember to check that.
You don't know what it is?
No, I don't know. I just know it's Cursor Pro, but I don't know, if there's any other.
Sure.
Yaksha at the end, that's done.
And Gordon, you haven't used Yaksh over at all?
Not this week.
Okay.
No.
And Gordon, how much are you manually typing in your code now? Is it 0%, 10%?
-%. I haven't typed code this whole year.
Negative. Okay, so I put 100 on this one then. Fully AI. And Vlad, you told me as well in our chat. I forgot to paste it.
90%.
So are you typing code?
Sorry, what?
Are you typing code?
Yeah. The question is how much code you still actually type manually? Is everything done by AI or?
I don't even have an IDE installed.
Okay, so you can. So it's 100% AI that does the work for you. You're not typing anything anymore.
Yeah, even to AI, I mostly use voice to AI. Like even typing to AI is hard.
Okay. Damn. Okay. It's funny because I thought about this morning, just saying the changes I want and let it do it. But yeah, I'm still typing. But no, by typing I mean code changes, not prompting.
You can see when Gordon's productivity drops. He's usually in the office because he cannot speak. So it's a little bit slow at the input.
100%. I'm slowest for two reasons. The one, because I have to lock my machine and then that locks my signing key, which I fixed that yesterday, so I can now be quicker. And then the second, I can't talk all the time.
Sorry, Vlad, are you paying for any of these or not? The Cloud Pro and the Codex Plus?
Yeah, I pay both of them. Both of them are like $30 ones or whatever it is.
Oops. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So like them as
like
well.
very cheap, kind of very cheap ones.
And did you Yakshare?
Oh yeah, I did use the Yakshare a couple of times.
Awesome. Great. Okay. I'll check this one as well. All right. That's it for the Teams AI usage. Next one is our close stats. So we got Claude to run on the previous meeting we did. So it was just Mike and I, and it gave us some insights.
I think I've said this before, but this is called SSW Cheetah, not Claude Stats, isn't it?
Oh,
SSW, isn't it?
SSW Tiger.
Yeah,
Tiger.
SSW Tiger. Yeah.
I don't remember. Oh, where's it?
It's written top left-hand corner of your screenshot.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's a bit Tiger.
I
will.
Yeah, you can put stats there if you want.
Thanks.
SSW Tiger stats.
And I have the report open just there. So I went through it to check it.
This email that you've done, did you manually create this email or did you use Cheetah to create it?
No, I created manually. I copy-pasted from the previous print and just updated the images.
Okay. You can call Willow and get this so it's automatically created. She will show you how to use Cheetah. Yeah.
And the screenshots and everything.
The whole thing. Yep.
What?
All the other teams do it. Yep.
I didn't know that. Okay, I will ask Willow then. Let me just note this down.
Yeah. Straight after this call, I would call her because she's about to go on client work for a month or so.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, that's the report that was done by SSW Tiger. I had a quick look and I'll just go through the different tabs here. So the overview shows the things we discussed during the meeting with Mike. Everything is accurate. Now looking at the timeline, I spoke the most because I was running the meeting and Mike jumped in to bring in some, business information that I needed to answer some questions. So this was quite useful. People and roles. So this is where it ranks people and tries to guess who they are. So it says I'm a dev lead and scrum master, which is correct for this meeting. And Mike is our PO. And it's quite nice today. It gives us an 8 out of 10. Usually it's more harsh than that. So I'm surprised. I'm not sure if there was some changes made in Tiger, but yeah. Insights, it spotted 2 elephants in the room. The first one is that TimePro is a bit low capacity. So it says it's not tracked as a real product. This is just because the whole team is on client, which is not bad, but it's just how it is. Next sprint should be better, by the way. I saw that Sylvia and Sam should be back. So we should have a 1-week sprint again and back to normal. Second thing it spotted was the sprint goals keep failing. So this is the video that we haven't done yet because Berg just jumped in the sprint, so we couldn't really tackle that one. And the last tab is trends. So this is just comparing over the last sprints, and it's saying the same things, the video that is not delivered and the low capacity, which is a recurring issue we have in the team. Back to the email now. So I gave it a green tick because it was quite accurate. Now, the next one is the Copilot stats. So we asked Copilot to give us some feedback on the meeting. So the first one is picking summary, which is similar to the one we saw before. And then we asked Copilot what was the main issue completed, be brief. And it told us that it was implemented iteration codes on timesheets and invoice PDFs, which is Vlad's work, allowing clients to see work categorized by iterations for R&D reporting and billing purposes. So this is also accurate. It was the biggest work we did. So I gave it a green tick as well. I just realized I forgot to update these ones. So I will do this after the call. And moving on to the retro. So retro, we had 2 went well. So we tackled quite a few bugs and new tasks in the sprint, which is good given the low capacity. And many downs were done basically. So yeah, that's good news. Bad news is we didn't reach the goal, which was the video. And also Mike mentioned that the iteration video was not accurate to the delivered functionality. So this was discussed. We will update the video. I'll ask Sylvia to do this now that the functionality is working. That's it for the retro. I don't know if you guys want to add something in at this point.
No, it's all good. A good communication with everyone.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll move on to the forecasts. Yeah. So forecast, I've put the video as the goal. So we should have a 1-week sprint this time, hopefully. Again, because Sylvia and Sam should be part-time on TimePro. They still have some client work to finish off. Here is a backlog. I will just make it a bit bigger. I don't know why font size is so small. Here we go. And I've added, so these are the 2 required ones to tackle the goal. So we just have to set up this one before we can do the video. I've added a few that I found in the backlog. UI UX one is Mike's request. He wants the iterations UI to be improved because at the moment it's just quite basic. So he wants the designer to look at it and make it a bit more neat. And these are 2 more bugs I found at the top of the backlog that we will tackle. Yeah, that's the plan so far. And it should account for 5 Mondays, basically. Any comment here? All right, I'll just finish off with, go for it, JK.
We need to put on the horizon upgrade to .NET 10.
Okay.
.NET 8 is going to go out of support in November this year.
Okay, note it down. I'll make sure we put this in the backlog at the very top.
Gordon, would you just set this on an automated task with Claude Code and leave it to that, or do you think it would be a bigger job than that?
Yeah, it should be pretty simple from 8 to 10.
Yeah, there's already a pull request for it. I done it 2 months ago for fun.
You did it and didn't get the pull request accepted?
You have to ask 3 times, JK.
It was out of sprint, so didn't bother people.
But you understand it's 2 months late now, don't you? Like, doesn't that have debt in itself?
I think we're losing JK. Are you back?
It should be easy to reconcile with AI. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Okay. Do you agree with that, Gordon, or would you instead rerun the prompt and like throw that out and do it again?
I mean, I'd probably just upgrade it because it's already done. But I mean, so yeah, AI can just pull from main. If there's any conflicts, it should be able to handle that, and then we're back where we are. It's basically the same journey both directions. What I don't agree with is leaving it for this long. I mean, I just made a little masking change and I pinged 3 people to get it done.
Yeah, I don't agree with it either, JK. Sounds bad. Anyway.
Yeah, we had this discussion a few months ago that shouldn't be done out of band changes. So yeah. Anyways, it's ready.
Cool. All right, I ping you, JK, then to do this. Okay, so I guess we can do this on the next sprint as well, just on the side. And finally, for the forecast, we also asked Copilot what is the main item to do next, and he told us it was to complete the on-billing staging environment setup so the team can record and deliver the video, which is correct. So green tick as well down there. Cool. Is there any other question or comment before we finish off?
No, it sounds great.
Awesome. Well, in this case, if you guys are interested, you can find this meeting over on our SSW TimePro YouTube page. Thank you all for attending, and we see you next week. All right. See you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
No worries.